Hey y'all, I'm Chrissy and welcome back to Photographer Life Check, where we check in about all things image making. And today we have the incredible and deeply impactful Frenchy.
Hello.
Now, before we jump in, I want to get straight into this photographer fit check. Please let the people know something you wearing, how you showing up today. It could be earrings, clothes, it could be the
Okay.
hairstyle.
Earrings, courtesy of Claire's and my daughter's jewelry box. Um,
Period.
Pajama top, but it's okay. Pajama top, denim shorts, gold belt. And
Cute.
when I was about in the world,
Yes.
I had, wait, this on top.
Okay, a fruity moment. I'm a fruity gal.
It's all of the things. So yes, this is how I'm moving in the world today. Late 2010s faux hawk because I saw it once and it just stood in my head forever.
One thing about me, I love a fro hawk. Talking about late
Forever.
2010s, y'all couldn't keep the fro hawk away from me. I was
Oh
braiding,
my
I was
God.
twisting, I was clipping
Braiding
it.
and twisting anything to get up to it.
I'm gonna get
Yes.
this fro hawk. Y'all gonna get this fro hawk.
Absolutely. And the correct response is always thank you.
Exactly.
Someone has to do it.
Someone has to do it. And I'm so glad it's both you and I. You holding it down on the East Coast, I'm holding it down in Chicago. It's
Let's get
perfect.
it. It's perfect.
Photography check for me today. Honestly, I guess it's the fro. The fro has been heroic lately. I'm so proud of her. She's
I
so
love
happy.
it.
So shout out to
Enjoying
her.
the
She's doing her
humidity.
biggest one.
Yes.
Otherwise, I have on a little workout set today. It's a busy day. And it's hot. It's like 90 degrees in Chicago right now. So
Thanks.
I had to keep it cute, I had to keep it light. I did just get this bracelet
Oh,
though.
it is
Everything I get, I think
cute.
is cute.
I will
Um,
never get over the tacky rainbow stuff. Give me all the tacky
you
rainbow
gotta have
stuff.
at least
The fact
one
that it
thing.
exists, I love it.
Exactly. And I like it. It's
It's
so
cute.
cute. But yeah, that's how we move in the world today. I'm also glad you said it like that because me and one of my friends often refer to me as a lady in the world, like, who is Chrissy in the world today? Or where is Chrissy in the world today? A lady in the world, a lady in the world. So I'm like, yes, that's
Literally just a lady in the world. I don't know. What's a girl to do? What's a girl to do?
I'll pin up a fro hawk.
Yes.
Reggie, I love your energy. Also, I want to shout out to our mutual friend Kai for introducing me to you. I'm so happy she did. I was literally like, I need an Afro Latina bad. Like, I need one so bad right now, right now. And she was like, I was just hanging with my girl, da da da. And
I'm
so,
so happy. So like all fits together. Again, clandestine timing. It's perfect.
okay, so let's get into this life check. Again, thank you so much for being here. I want the people to know a little bit more about what you do specifically at Photography Without Borders, a company I learned about because of Kai and then more through you and what I've seen you guys been doing. So can you introduce yourself just a little bit and then introduce what Photography Without Borders is?
Okay. So I'm Frenchy and I've been with Photography Without Borders. I'm a for lifer. The Photography Without Borders started at John B. Stetson Middle School. For any Philly listeners, right on B in Allegheny, right around the way. We're in Kensington. And it was just like my teacher wanted to build a dark room, finagled a room on the asbestos floor, granted, but finagled a room that we could paint black. And that was it. That was our first dark room. And I never left. That was in 2009.
Oh,
And I say a lot. And that was my teacher, who's the executive director now, Tony Rocco. Um,
wow.
the org pretty much raised me. Like they saw me through like my full middle school, high school. My daughter calls Rocco Theo now. So like it's very like locked in and very close.
Yeah.
And we have spread out. We are now at 7 schools.
Let's go.
So we're able to share this program with more people. And our close partner, Taller Puerto Riqueño, our Puerto Rican museum, they've allowed us to build a dark room in their space. So we are allowed to bring like our other classes and people from our other schools over so that they can develop film.
Mm.
So so far, we have 3 dark rooms throughout North Philly, and hopefully someday more. But until then, like we're taking turns sharing, like just sharing dark rooms whenever we can. But yeah, like we've really expanded, and something that's been very important to PWB has been the aspect of travel. So when I joined the program, this was like my mentor, the ED. He's from Colombia. His mother's from Colombia, and he found himself trying to learn how to be Colombian later in life. He's like, because he's half Italian, so he's like, I'm just so far away from it. And being in North Philly, you can't escape a Puerto Rican. Once a Puerto Rican finds you, you're like in the you're in the Rolodex forever. So like, he enmeshed like with everyone, and he says all the time that Puerto Ricans taught him how to be Colombian, how to have pride in himself, and
Oh,
how to really just like embrace like his full culture and every part of himself. And so our first trip ever was to Colombia, and we did that 3 times. He was teaching a group in Colombia and teaching my group. So we did these exchanges over a course of like 3 years.
mm,
And that was fun for a while. Then like funding, pandemic, we were the tiniest nonprofit, and we wanted to try to go to Colombia again, and then that didn't work. And so I'm like, "Yo, we're here. Like, we could just go to PR. Like, we don't need a passport."
exactly.
A majority of my kids are Puerto Rican. And like when I really like got into, because when you propose something like this, you have to get into the whys. What's really beautiful about Photography Without Borders is that it really has allowed our students to figure out what they want to say about themselves, what they want to say about their community, and even digging in deeper, that like coming back with things and us being like, I'm not quite sure what you're trying to show us here, and them going back and them delving deeper into themselves and into their subject matters. And the bigger thing lately, especially with my group who is going to Puerto Rico on Monday. Oh my God. Has been these are my older groups. So this is also like our experiment. This is the first time we've had a program like this and it's existed for like the last 3, 4 years. This is like they graduate high school or they're in a school that we don't serve. They're allowed to come to Taller Puerto Riqueño, the community center, and come continue their classes with us, where they have access to the dark room, computer lab, printing, equipment for them to rent for gigs. We also teach our kids how to get gigs and how to get
That's
paid as an
dope.
artist. So this is like our first, like, this is our group from 16 to, actually, the youngest is 15. From 15 to 26 is what we serve at Tayed.
Okay.
So a big theme that we've seen lately has been just diasporic, where a lot of them are like at that age where it's just like, okay, but what am I though? Like,
Mm,
I know who my mom is. I know who my dad is, kind of like, I don't know where I fit in the middle of this. Or just understanding that they've never looked deeper than just like the surface.
yeah. Which that's the age to be asking those questions for real. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Oh my God. Like, and the fact that they have a place to do it at, I was just on tumblr.com. These kids got listen, listen.
No, this is so beautiful, and I think that's why I was so impressed with this program. I mean, I love arts programs in general. I grew up in arts programs. I think one of the most important things you can do is keep a kid creative and active in their own creativity because, like you said, and like you're witnessing in your own students, it's coming out in them. It's making them ask certain questions of themselves and like defining their identity. And while, as we grow and as we age, we'll probably have to redefine our identity multiple times. But I think it's so integral to do at that age and really have a sense of self. It's the time to have a sense of self
It
and like,
is a have a sense of self, push out of it.
and to do that with photography, like, it's so special to be able to have access to a dark room, to a film lab, to like understanding what a physical like image making process feels like. And that's no shade to like iPhone or digital photography. I work in digital and in
We
film.
do both. Yeah,
You
we
know
do
what I'm
both.
saying? Like, it's no shade at all. Like, all of it is beautiful art. But I think, especially right now, it's so incredible to be able to teach kids something that's analog and
That's
like
what
get
I'm
them to
saying.
slow
I'm
down.
seeing them yearn for, like, physical material. Like,
Yeah.
really want something that they can have and something they can hold, because everything for them has been virtual.
Oh, right. These babies.
Everything for them has been virtual. So,
That's
like,
so
I've been
cool.
seeing this group of kids really, like, want to learn how to make prints and how to, like, do the film process and really get into it, because they've never really had things like that where they have them, they hold them, and it's theirs. Like,
Yeah.
we're from the era of, like, VHS tapes up the wall and
Physical media.
physical media, and also, like, our photo albums didn't live on Instagram or Facebook. They lived in like actual albums. So,
Yeah.
like, I'm seeing a lot of these students lately have been pulling out, like, their photo albums from, like, when they were little and, like, being like, "There's so much missing because then everything just went digital."
Yeah.
Like yeah, and so, like, watching them connect these pieces while we've been planning the trip and, like, just seeing their interest, like, peak and, yeah, just them having the questions that they've had. We've been very lucky to have other artists from the area, other Puerto Rican artists come in and talk to them about how it felt to walk in for the first time, like, step foot on the island and look up at the sun and be like, "Whoa,
Yeah.
here."
That's so beautiful. I think I'm just really inspired by you right now. I didn't say this at the top, but Frenchy is a youth mentor and board member at Photography Without Borders. And she's mentioned a few times here, but this is one of my favorite things when I learned about this company is that you're sending all of these kids to Puerto Rico for the first time. And like you said, it's somewhat of a low barrier of entry considering we don't need a passport being US citizens to go to Puerto Rico. So you're taking all of these kids, and you said most of them are Puerto Rican, right?
Most of them are Puerto Rican, and, the only ones who aren't Puerto Rican going on this trip are first generation immigrants
Yeah.
who have lived in North Philly their whole lives. I can send you their clips later. They're so sweet.
Yes, please.
Oh my goodness, and, they've grown up in North Philly. That means, like, if you grow up in North Philly, especially in Kensington, you're Puerto Rican. That's it.
I know that about Philly though. I didn't know like Puerto Ricans was deep out there.
Oh my god, we have the second largest population outside of the island here.
Really?
Yes.
Damn, Chicago must be the third.
We're deep. We're real deep. It's always been between New York, Chicago, and Philly.
Period. Come on.
Yeah.
See, I just love being black. I love being me
I
because
do too, because we really
one
just pull up anywhere and everywhere. I'm like, "All right, I live here now." Like
think about it. What I'm thinking about right now, Philly is black as hell, and little did I know is also Puerto Rican as hell.
yes, it
Chicago,
is.
black as hell, and also Puerto Rican as hell. Like
Mhm.
this weekend, mind you, you said you're going on Monday, which is June 15th, to take the
Yes.
baby to Puerto Rico. Over the weekend, we'll be celebrating, wait, I pulled the numbers. We'll be celebrating the 49th annual National Puerto Rican Day Parade in Chicago
Mhm.
on Saturday.
Mhm.
And then on Sunday, it's the 69th annual National Puerto Rican Parade in New York. The longest running that I've seen, but I did look it up in doing research for our episode. I'm like, does Philly have one? And Philly's
We
is in
sure do.
September.
Uh-huh. Ours is at the last Sunday of September every year.
Let's go. So, in honor of the people,
In honor, Boricua.
let's go.
Go. I love that about the diaspora period is like we're gonna find somewhere, we're gonna settle, and it's just gonna be ours.
And then we're going to find each other.
It's so Puerto Rican that it's not rare to like look down and see like a rooster just like walking alongside of you.
Oh,
Um,
there. Oh my God.
because we take everything with us.
I love
No,
this.
don't forget the rooster.
I knew I loved Philly. I've only been a couple times, and every time I've loved it. And it's like,
Philly
look,
is
just more
deeply
reason to love
Muslim,
it.
deeply Black, deeply Puerto Rican.
Yes.
Philly is so Muslim that our IHOP has Ramadan menus. That's how Muslim, like, it's
No,
so,
crazy.
it's
I swear. And I mean, I guess you could say this about any place, but there is something about like a Philly, a Chicago, a New York
Mhm.
that feels like it's its own little world. Like when you
Yeah,
go there, you're in the world. You can't make this place yours. You got to become this place kind of vibe.
very much so.
And I like that.
I love that. Get in it or get lost. And
No,
it's
for
really
real. But
and
speaking of that,
it unites all of us.
exactly. And then, yeah. And it makes me think about something I thought about when I looked at the Photography Without Borders website on the About page. One of your first sentences says, "We call ourselves Photography Without Borders because borders can be both geographical and perceived." And for
Mhm.
me, that immediately spoke volumes about your mission in particular. That behind this community, not only are you seeking to potentially dismantle both physical borders, but also the perceptive borders. You are taking children in what you guys listed as some of the most disenfranchised parts of the city and allowing them to expand their mind and their perspective. And I think that's so incredibly important to one, just keep going, keep trying, keep living in life, but also to really know what to strive for. What do you want to do to really be able to have those deep conversations with yourself that you guys are doing in classes. And I just fully believe into it. And I mean, of course, I feel like I was a little biased coming in. I'm like, look at this beautiful Puerto Rican centered nonprofit referred to me by my friend. Like, I had incentives to be here,
Yeah.
but I was also like, wait, they're doing really impactful work and I'm also witnessing it.
Yeah, it's definitely been a journey to really see where we're standing right now and see like, wow, we are traveling again. We're able to take our students somewhere to a place. And this is our first time doing one of these trips since 2015.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is like our re-entry back into being able to do this. And our goal is that people will feel the same when they see our work and that they'll buy into it and that we're able to continue doing this every year for our students. We were able to raise enough money where this is not a financial burden on any student that we're taking. They are not paying a dime to go anywhere. We're able to pay for activities, their room, their board, everything. And this is something a barrier that we wanna eliminate for them all around the table, is that, they deserve to be here, they deserve it, and, we will continue being the Lulu because that's the solution here, and
Right.
we'll like, 6 months, we can host a fundraiser and work it in 6 months and get there in June.
And speaking of which, I just wanna show y'all also, y'all met your goal.
Yeah.
Y'all exceeded the goal, babes. And I love that. No financial burden on these kids at all, because that's the thing that makes these types of things difficult for some families. And I imagine especially from families that you guys are servicing. It's like, "Oh, this field trip is X amount of money." You know, field trip, this is so much more than a field trip. I
Yeah,
don't mean
of
to
course. No,
minimize
no, no,
that.
no. Well, but, like,
But
of course, the parent's gonna look at the permission slip. I'm like, "I'm not paying for
right.
this. I'm not
Ex
paying for this.
exactly, like,
Please
where is
do
this money
more."
coming from? And I'm so, so happy you guys met your goal. It was I didn't realize y'all were coming Monday, so it was absolutely my goal to be like, "Y'all, we've gotta help them get to 30K," because I saw maybe you were, like, at 28,000, but I think I just saw an old number on something else. And then when I saw this side, I said, "Oh, they made it."
We made it. We made it. We did it. Tickets is bought, excursions are booked.
Let's
Um,
go.
yeah, it's so surreal. It's really surreal to put something together that and then you see people are pouring their love, pouring their time into it too, and they also believe in what you're doing.
So you said you are gonna be the cultural leader on this trip. What does that mean for you? Are you instructing classes? Are you lending
Ooh.
your expertise as a photographer?
Is all of the things. So it has been curating their experience, like talking to artists that feel very important, that they meet, that they see.
Mm,
Specifically because a majority of our students are Afro Latino. I'm like, there is entire cities here where you're gonna see other Puerto Ricans who look like you.
yeah.
They're going to look like you. They're going to yes, and for me growing up, that was really important. When you look at Latin media, Latin American media, everybody's light skinned.
Yep.
Everybody's light skinned, everyone's mestizo,
Mm,
nobody has kinky hair, everybody's hair is, like, freshly pressed all the time, always, even if you're the help.
mhm.
And if you're the help, like, they'll, like, give you the little 2 braid and, like,
Right.
push you along. Yeah.
Literally.
So, first on the docket is, let me introduce y'all to some Black people on the island.
Right.
Second is, yeah, like, we are doing check-ins every night. A big component of this trip is, we're filming a documentary, and this is gonna be solely based around their experience of, like, what are you feeling? This is your first time here. What are you learning? What are you getting from today? Like,
Wow.
how is that to be like? Because we are 3, 4 generations in
Mm,
to, people who migrated to PR. I mean,
oh,
migrated from PR to here, and majority of us don't come back because it's too expensive. We've been priced out of ever coming back.
yeah.
We left with the goal of being able to make enough money and then coming back home, and then we get so booked on, like, the surviving and trying to figure out how to make ends meet that we just don't ever get a chance to go back and we try to make Puerto Rico at home. Like, you know, we try to have Puerto Rico in Philly. We'll try to
Yeah.
have Puerto Rico in Chicago, New York,
Yeah.
but it's not quite the same. And that facilitating those conversations while they're filming and, you know, prompting them through this
Mm.
and, yeah, talking to photographers, talking to artists, and also making room because there is so much heaviness when you talk about why we're able to go to Puerto Rico without a passport. You know, why are we considered like legal? I put that in big quotations. Why are
Big.
we considered like the legal immigrants?
Yeah.
But we're still immigrants and like we're still like, you know, people still give us a second glance. I was miskept in ESOL for like 5 years. I knew English. You mean, like, you know, it's like just generational things like this that keep happening because of how people view us. So
Yeah.
those things are a majority of what I will be doing when we're on the island.
I
And
love
like,
it.
yeah, making room for joy. Like, okay, we went to the heavy museums, we talked to the ladies, and now you're holding like all of the tragedies of your ancestors. Let's go to the water park.
Right. So further, like, what can you make with that anger, that sadness, that grief that, of course, these babies will feel and will reckon with at some point or another, for real, for real. And also, what better way to grieve than to go to a water park,
Yeah,
okay?
sometimes you have to go to a water park.
Sometimes
You
you just gotta go. Sometimes you just gotta go to the forest,
go
lay
to
in
the
the
forest,
river.
yes, and we're going to El Yunque, and that's
Yes, you are.
my favorite thing, it's just, like, how I don't know, for me, it feels like whenever I'm back in Puerto Rico and I touch the water, I touch the
Mhm.
sand, it does feel like coming home for me, and
Mhm.
2 years ago, I was able to bring my daughter for the first time, and it was very much the same, that was, like she likes the water, but I've never seen her be so, like, I couldn't pull her out of it, and the same for, like, just, like, laying in the grass. Just like, "Oh, you're home too, and you feel it."
Yeah, like,
And
you
this
can tell she feels
you
uh-huh.
weren't born here, and we don't come here enough,
Yeah,
like, you feel it, and she didn't have the words for it then because she was 8, but, you know, taking her I'm also taking her again during this trip too.
nice.
So, wherever I go, she goes, and so she's also very excited to, at what she calls being a lizard, laying on a rock and being in the sun. Um
Wow, I love your daughter. Yeah.
So, I'm very excited to see what that's gonna be like for my students and, like, what is
Yeah.
gonna be the thing that makes everything just kind of click together. Like, I am from here, I've always been from here no matter where I was born.
Mhm.
And I think that's, like, the biggest part too. You weren't born there, and a lot of people will make you feel like dirt about it.
Yeah. I have similar conversations a lot. I actually have an exhibit up right now. It's a group exhibit at the Puerto Rican Arts Alliance in Chicago, where I have this question about the diaspora. I interviewed 4 Black Puerto Rican women about their identity and what they thought home was, and they had all completely different experiences. And, for example, one was from Chicago, or excuse me, 2 were from Chicago, 1 was from LA, and another one was from Florida. And I remember gathering these interviews and putting them together, and, like, it just felt like proof. It was like, here, see, like, you don't have to be born in a place to be from a place. Like, this is within you, and we all go through our own personal struggles of how to get there. And some people are more privileged than others in terms of, like, having information or maybe speaking the language or having cultural traditions to hold on to and practice and know. But we all can get to that place of feeling like who we are is home. And for this example, it is Puerto Rico. And I completely relate. I remember my first time I went to Puerto Rico and the first time I went to Jamaica, I was like, I'm supposed to be in the Caribbean.
I'm
This is
only supposed to be in the Caribbean. The minute that sun hit your skin,
this is where I belong.
why do I live anywhere else?
I can't believe I live anywhere else. I'm constantly like, why did my grandma do this? I don't.
I ask my grandma all the time. I sit there, I'm like, "You couldn't think of anywhere warmer. You took yourself from Humacao, Puerto Rico, and you were like, 'You know what? Philadelphia's fine.'" What?
Philadelphia is the one. Chicago, the freezing cold. That's the one.
That's the one. That's exactly where I wanna be. And I it's You know what? And then in a sense of like, I'm also such a proud Philadelphian.
I'm
I
sorry, but baby, you can't take Chicago out of me.
You can't take it out of me. It's like the duality of both of these identities exist. And like, yeah, it's something that you could never, ever really take out of me. I love Philly. I love Kensington down. And I know the rap that Kensington gets. My students live there. I still live in the neighborhood.
Mhm.
And I'm raising my daughter in the neighborhood. And I know what people say about Kensington.
Mm.
It is the open air drug market. It is pins and needles everywhere. It is It's like trauma porn to people. That's like what they want to see from my students.
Yeah.
They like want to see them like spill their guts about what it's like to like skip over needles on your way to school.
And can I just stop you in your story right there? Because one of the reasons I knew it was going to be good to have this conversation with you is as I scrolled you guys' Instagram and your website, it did not feel like trauma porn. And that I feel like people think it's a tough line to toe. Like
And it's not.
we're dealing with disenfranchised youth. Like people need to know that they're struggling in this way. And it's like, no, you don't have to put it in a way where it's like you literally see a kid needing help. You know what I'm saying? Like you can provide help without somebody looking down and out completely. But continue.
You can provide help and it's not a hard line to toe, and that's the thing is that it's literally not. It's not, you know, when it becomes something hard when you are trying to pull a very specific narrative out of a kid who doesn't care about your propaganda.
Mm.
Because that's they don't care. They don't care about what you want to see, and I love that about them.
And further, typically they're not ashamed of where they're from.
They're
I
not.
wasn't ashamed of where I was from growing up, and I was from the hood. Like,
Yeah. And, like, that's the thing is, like, they want them to feel bad or to feel
yeah,
like they have to, like, okay, they are so much more than skipping the needles over, like, skipping over
yeah,
the needles to get to school. They're more than that. They wanna show you pictures of their grandma in the kitchen. They want to show you their family. They want
yeah.
to show you, the celebrations. We so tight with our students. We get to go to their quinceañera. We get to go to graduation parties. We get to be like really a part of their lives. And in turn, we earn their trust and their vulnerability, and they share with us the work that they do. And it's always beautiful, internal, about themselves work. And it's
Uh,
not about the exterior. And for me, that feels so important, especially going on this trip where it's just like people are going to want ocean sunset pictures, and you're going to want to take pictures of, like, I don't know, statues. You're going to want to take self portraits. You're going to want to present how you're feeling about this. And that's everything. That's what I want for them.
yeah. And I'm so happy for you and so proud of y'all as a company for making this happen. One last thing before we get to our next segment, though, is I also saw that y'all launched y'all third photo book.
Photo
How
book.
iconic!
How iconic is it that all of our students, even down to elementary, are able to say that they are in the National Library of Congress? They are official authors.
Yes.
They all get credits on the book. They all get credits on the book. One of our students, Jazzy, who is attending our trip, is that's her cover. That's her photo on the cover. And it's incredible. It's beautiful. She shared a very beautiful story. She went to Mexico for the first time by herself without her family with her this time to visit relatives, sure, but she was traveling alone.
Mm,
And in the month before that, she was homesick. She was like, I've just never felt this way before. I don't know
mm,
why I feel this way. And she was just I was like, "The word you're looking for is homesick. It's diaspora. You miss home really bad." And she saved up all of her nickels and dimes and, like, bought her own way to Mexico,
yeah.
and she took the photo, and the photo that she chose to bring to us is so important because it's the actual definition of diaspora, where we have the same things. They're a little different, but it's the same things. One of my Puerto Rican friends saw it and was like, "Oh, is that a vigigante?" And it's not. It's their version of what a vigigante is.
Mm.
Very beautiful the way that she was able to connect both cultures together and the way that they both impact her and contribute to her wholeness.
I think it's things like this that constantly remind me like we're not that far away from each other.
We're really not. A hop, skip, and a jump.
Man, I see so many connections like within our diasporas and outside of. And I think this is such a great example of seeing a connection like that, which also tells me she's inspired by both this program and the people that are around her and her own history, which is really beautiful.
Yeah,
I
and
want to
so
show the book.
oh my goodness,
Sorry.
there we go. That's right there. The one next to it, that's the photo that we selected for her.
And
It's
then how iconic already got a cover of a book out. Like, let's
out.
go. Wait, what's her name?
Jasmine.
Hey, Jasmine. Congratulations.
Oh my God. Jazzy, shout outs to you, baby. I'm forever so proud of you.
For real.
But yeah, like our students get to do everything. They help us do like the silly fundraising videos. Are that the Raíces de Rimo poster that is by our students, our logo even, the Photography Without Borders Puerto Rico logo, that is also by one of our students.
Wow, come on.
We allow them the space to be multimedia artists. They are allowed to play with film, photography, and they're allowed to bring their other mediums to us, their poetry, their writing. And it's been really fun to kind of see how, like, especially our older students, to see how this kind of melds into like
Mhm.
where they want to be or like where they want to take their art.
Yeah. That's so beautiful. I think this is a good place for us to take a little break, so we'll be right back.
And I'm over talking.
No, no, no. It was perfect. It was absolutely perfect. Okay, so next we have like our shorter segments. They go much quicker. So if you
Mhm.
do need this break to like actually go to the bathroom or something, please feel free to do that.
All right.
But otherwise, we can jump straight in. I'm going to have a little bit of water.
Mhm.
Today's episode is brought to you by Bridgesville Studios. Bridgesville Studios is a creative space where you can host your workshops and intimate events or plan your next photo shoot. This Latina-owned studio is located in the Pilsen neighborhood in Chicago, and you can find them on Instagram at Bridges Built Studios to book. Let's get back to the show. And we're back. So, Frenchie, these next segments are some of my favorite parts of the show. The first one being the gear don't matter. Now, although we spent our interview portion talking about photography without borders, you're also a photographer. So, to answer this question, you could use your personal photography experience or your work as a cultural leader at Photography Without Borders. But the
Okay.
question is, what's your favorite piece of gear? It doesn't have to be a camera. Now, context, I ask this question to everybody because that's one of the first things people always ask, like, oh, what camera are you using? What camera are you using as a photographer? And sometimes it's annoying because the gear don't matter all that much. You
Mm-mm.
know, like these babies are making incredible pieces with whatever gear they have. And so I still wanted to honor the gear that we use because it's important to us. It's our tools to help us create the beautiful art that we make. So again, what's your favorite piece of gear? It doesn't have to be a camera, but it can be.
Okay. This one is silly. Okay, but hear me out.
Love it.
For me, it's the SD card reader that plugs straight into your phone.
Oh, period.
That
Yeah.
is it's so, like, it for me, every time I do it, I'm like, "Oh my god, technology." I'm like, "This is insane." I
Honestly,
can't believe that I can just access my things that quickly, and I'm able to send people pictures, like, on my way home in the Uber.
yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I need to do that, but just as kind of like I need like a personal external for my phone, which I do have, but like an SD card. And you just reminded me that that would be so smart.
And you could do it, you could do it. Stop paying these people for storage. Stop.
Oh, I don't pay nobody for storage. I don't even believe
Mm-mm.
in the cloud, baby. I do not. I do not. I feel like I'm old in that way where I'm like, I never was in
But they're
nobody's
making you
cloud.
pay for something that's, like, invisible. I refuse. I rebuke it. I
Yeah,
rebuke it. It's not
y'all,
even real.
it's not like y'all
It's
got
not
me
even
fucked
real.
Okay, next segment, photographs not taken. This one is a fan favorite. Literally everybody loves this one. So the question is, or context, Photographs Not Taken is named after a book called Photographs Not Taken that's filled with essays from all sorts of photographers about the photographs they wish they would have taken. Now, for me, that's just memories that live with you that are kind of like etched in your mind that you wish were photographed. It doesn't have to be like on set or for a job. It could just be you walking down the street. It could be whatever you want. So I'm curious, what's your favorite photograph that you wish you would have taken? And you can take a minute to think about it.
I was such like an edgy little teenager. Like I was too cool for everything. Everything was like beneath me. And I think I really wish I spent more time taking pictures of my youngest brother who now like towers over me.
Whoa.
And I don't appreciate it. I changed your diapers and now like I have to look up at you to talk to you. And I feel like there's just like this that yeah, when I was a teenager and I was like no one bother me. He just like sprouted and I have like no proof of that.
Whoa.
And
Are you the oldest?
I am the oldest.
Oh, a little baby
Yeah.
boy.
Eddie. And yeah, like I wish I had that.
Oh, that's fair. That makes sense.
Mhm.
Shout out to Eddie. And the next one is our PLC playlist. I want to know something you've been listening to, and we'll put it in our playlist for the girls to play on set and stuff.
Ooh, okay, okay. Let me see my most listened because my daughter messes up my algorithm with
Yeah,
her
kids
nonsense.
will do that. Yes.
Oh my God. And she listens to like weird, like DJ wub 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 stuff. And it's like, I love this for you. Keep finding yourself, bestie. I'm really not a fan. You know what? I've been stuck back in like the early 2000s, late 90s lately.
Oh,
Fantasy by Mariah Carey has been my morning. Every morning helps me get like in the right mood. It's like I
did you say
can't be mad
fantasy?
while listening to the song. Fantasy.
Baby, fantasy can come on at any time, and I'm gonna start dancing like that
I'm gonna
lady.
start
I'm gonna
dancing.
start dancing and running at the beach. Like,
People are arguing on the train, like, you know, babies are in their carriages, taking up the whole the whole middle of everything. But that doesn't even matter
cause
because
I look
fantasy is
like
blaring in my ears and I look like a
okay,
princess.
I look like
Like
a princess in a early 2000s music video. Right.
exactly. And they don't even know it. Like everyone around you doesn't even know it.
They don't even know. Honestly, I'm also in the 2000s right now, but around maybe like 2007. Earlier
Mhm.
today, I heard Soulja Boy's first day of school for the first time in I don't know how long. And it's
Wow. And it just like immediately transports you. And for me, honestly, and this is like so off subject, but I feel like pop culture died in 2009. I feel like
take.
okay, I miss like the stupid outrageous songs that people would just drop with the matching music videos and
Yeah.
like really pushing themselves into like the cultural zeitgeist of it all because you can't talk to a black person about 2007, 2008 without Soulja Boy coming up, without
He did it first. And he ain't never lied about that. He did it
oh,
first, and that wasn't the lie. Okay.
exactly. Exactly.
Shout out to Soulja Boy. First day is one of the best songs ever made, dare I say.
Oh my God. So all throughout high school, it was literally turn my swag on like every morning. That was like a part, it was
Exactly.
an essential part of my routine.
And I'm literally turning my swag on, and
I'm
nobody,
literally turning my swag on.
y'all not gonna know what to do with me once I get there. Like, be fucking where.
I'm literally listening to turn my swag on, like fixing my little emo bang in the mirror, like it's gonna be.
Did you do the bang with the curly in the back?
Oh yeah, I sure did.
Yeah, straight
Oh, I
bang,
sure
curly
did.
in the
We were
back.
all a victim. We were all a victim.
But what a time! What a
Well,
time!
what an era. The crunchiness of like the mousse and like
It
the
was so
straightened
crunchy and bad.
so crunchy.
Okay, this is our last segment called Shoot Your Shot. So this is a moment that you can use for yourself as a photographer or for Photography Without Borders because of course we want y'all to get donations. Donations. Shoot your shot. Who is somebody or a company you would love to work for or photograph? Or for Photography Without Borders, maybe partner with, you know?
Hey yo, Canon, what's up?
Period.
Hello. Hi, Nikon. Any of y'all want to hit my Fuji? If
Nikon.
any of y'all want to hit my line and send us some gear, hello, Mr.
Get
Fuji.
me on the phone ASAP.
ASAP, Mr. Cannon. Hi, how are you? In all seriousness, anybody who wants to truly be like a part of like be in community with us and learn about us and like be we're always open to talking to artists and having artists come visit and talk to our students.
Yeah.
So anybody's in Philly, anyone's interested in photography, hit my line. Let me know. I feel like it is so important for our youth to see more Black people, people of color, period, who are doing the thing, making the art and living it. That's possible and it's real and tangible.
Yeah. Frenchie, this has been such a restorative conversation for me. You've given me so much energy. I so appreciate you.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Yes. Can you please tell the people where you would like to be found and also how to find a PWB?
All right, you can find me on Instagram at As Told by Frenchy, all one word, two Y's. And Photography Without Borders is photography, period, without period borders, because somebody else stole our name. So yeah, let me know. Hit me up. I'm, again, so ecstatic about this. I'm so glad you hit me up. This is so fun.
Yay, I'm so happy. Divine alignment. And you can find us anywhere you get your podcast at Photographer Life Check, but especially follow us on Spotify or YouTube because that's where you can see our beautiful faces and the beautiful work that we make. So make sure you subscribe and follow us there. And you can find me also anywhere you get your podcast at QURISSY. And we'll see y'all next time. Oh, don't forget to submit your photographs not taken. We are now accepting all of your beautiful submissions. So I always leave the link in the description box. Click that. Let us into your memories to tell us about the photographs that live in your mind that you wish you would have taken. And we'll see y'all next time.